Welcome to the second annual Eritrean-American-Career Fair. My name is Medhane Taghlai.
My name is Robel Abraham.
And my name is Enoch Brahane. Today's event is a career fair that we're hosting on behalf of the Tip of the Spear, also known as TOS. And again, how we started was several years back when we had some challenges in the community. We wanted to take it upon ourselves to get more men involved and be proactive and have a positive impact. And as a result, hence we decided to go ahead and inaugurate with our first annual career fair last year. And as a result, we have a number of white-collar professionals. We also have a lot of blue-collar professionals. Ninatu Moya, they're sharing with the rest of the community. So we're really excited to have all the individuals partake. And again, we're really excited to continue this. This is something that we see not only for this year, but also continuing for the future. And then also reaching out to other communities around the United States, whether it be Charlotte, Chicago, Ohio, Texas, Seattle, and California as well. Thank you.
Yeah, again, this is our second annual career fair. We want to make sure for those who did not attend to make sure they come and support next year. We have a bunch of businesses, career fields that we want the young youth to know about and participate with. So please come out next year as well.
It's been a true privilege to see how this community has allowed our organization to blossom so much. We can't do any of it without all of this. And the number of people that have come out and shown up and shown out and really been so clearly inspired has really pushed us to try to grow and develop ourselves as far as we can and inspire as many other people as possible. So again, we're grateful for the privilege. We're happy to do this every year, and we look forward to watching it spread across the country.
Like, what skill do you need, like, to work on it?
An important skill?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty basic. Be very coachable. I got recruited into this business, and if you're coachable and you receive direction well, you'll make progress faster because you won't question it as much, right?
So like, what skill do you need? Like
skills, communication skills. You want to be a good communicator. You want to be confident. You want to be empathetic, care for others, because what we do is protect family legacies. We can make a lot of money in the short term, but what we do impacts the people we serve for the rest of their life, even after they're gone, their children's lives. So having being well grounded in maintaining a service first attitude is a very, very important skill.
So how many years of degree college do you need?
That's an excellent question. Okay, I want to say this into the microphone. 0 years of college required.
That's interesting.
You do not need a college degree to do this. If you are over 18, you are eligible to take a state licensing exam in your state of residence to obtain a license to sell insurance and annuities the same way you would with like a real estate agent, except I think it's much easier.
Well, thank you for today.
Of course.
More, but it's also your seat, right? If you're a captain seat or a first officer seat. The base that you live in and all the other stuff is the seniority stuff that we were talking about. But as far as just pay itself, some guys will actually make more money in the 737 that he's also Sammy, right? I'm Sammy. But some people will make more money on that airplane, but they're more senior, even though I make more per hour maybe for the airplane that I fly, right? Okay. So what some people will do is they'll go to, let's say my airplane right here, 767, and they will stay on this airplane for a longer time. So they'll make more money on this airplane instead of becoming a captain on this airplane.
Oh, I see.
But captains get paid more per hour, right? There's all these things called like premium pay and ad pay, additional pay, right? Holiday pay and all these other things. So it's not like a simple sort of like you get paid more on that airplane only or, only that seat. But as a general rule of thumb, you become a first officer, you make less money than a captain. But after a certain amount of time, you want to be a captain so that you can not only make more money, but you can have better career progression, right? So that's kind of the way it is in the airline industry.
Oh, that's very nice. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I have one more question. So when you're traveling outside of the country, Is it based off like your seniority or?
No, it's where the company wants to put an airplane, right? So he goes international, I go international, everybody goes international. He does maybe more shorter flights, right? He do Caribbean, maybe Hawaii, I think. Well, I'm sorry, Hawaii's domestic. It feels like international, doesn't it, right? Yeah. But yeah, they even go to Europe. His airplane actually goes to Portugal and even Scotland, right? But that's from certain bases. As opposed to like my airplane, we still do domestic flights, but it tends to be like 80-90% of European flights or South American flights. So the bigger airplanes tend to do the long haul flights. But not always the case.
One thing they have a women aviation.
Yeah, so
You can be a member.
exactly. So what he mentioned, Women in Aviation is an organization in the United States that is there to promote, women getting into all.
IT is constantly changing, so you want to like explore different avenues of the different IT, right? So AI is a hot topic right now. There's machine learning, there's AI learning, there's data scientists, there's regular CS, right? There's different types of computer science you can take. The key is just learning different aspects and having that, like I said, fundamental base. So when so my job, I do email primarily, but I have to be able to use AI in some aspects. So I do coding called PowerShell scripting, right? I don't script all day long, but I solve repetitive tasks and certain things through a code instead of me manually clicking on things all day long. So like being able to use AI in conjunction with what your job role is going to be the future of computer science, computer jobs, right? But you have to have the fundamentals, whether it's cybersecurity, whether it's IT, help desk, whatever it is, you have to have fundamentals so that you can at least prompt correctly and you know what you're doing. A lot of people try to just do everything with AI. It's going to cause them trouble later because they don't know the fundamentals, right? You can't guess like that, right? So I would say just figure out what you like as you go along and do internships and things like that along the way so you can have real experience. That's what I did. I ended up doing messaging because I'm good at it and it's constantly evolving and it's critical infrastructure. So it means critical, which means essential job. Essential means I'm going to get paid no matter what. So when they fire everybody, I'm still going to be there. More than.
My name is Noah Gurmar.
My name is Burhana Melke.
I go to West Potomac High School, Alexandria, Virginia.
And I'm at Rockville High School in Rockville, Maryland. 10th grade.
11th grade. I think I'm here, to be enriched by the Eritrean, diaspora. People that work here, very successful. And I want to learn off them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just here to learn more about professions. I feel like, even though I don't want to do every career here, like they all have good insight for us, and it's a good thing that they created this career fair for us to learn. So.
Oh, thank you. All right, come on, we
Our favorite stations.
Let's go for Nike.
Yeah, sure, let's go. All right, yeah. There's a guy that works for Nike, like creative team producer. It's pretty cool. So.
Mike Salon.
Yeah, thanks for all. This is our pretty favorite station so far.
Equipment and learn on your own, and so many people that get into the industry that way, of just making stuff and building a portfolio and showing how you think. Like that's what they kind of look for more than a degree or anything.
Yeah, so it's gonna get your contact.
Yeah.
Has being Eritrean affected you in your profession at all, or is your journey?
Yes, I would say being Eritrean, just a lot of the things that we learn in our households, discipline, being on time, communicating, like those are all skills that apply, I think, any work environment. It's just really being responsible. It's a big part of how I have to show up in a work environment. So yeah, I would say those are things that we're just naturally, grown up in that environment that teaches you those skills. So yeah. absolutely.
So like Noah and I don't necessarily want to go into your field of work, but we came over here because we found your booth to be one of the most interesting, right?
Okay.
So if you could just give us 3 things that to take away in general, either about your job or also just like that we could put into what we want to do as well, like just for anyone to hear, right?
Yeah, so I would say 3 tips. 1, really study the industries that you want to be in. So just doing research, go on Google, go on LinkedIn, look up titles of people that have jobs or like have career journeys that you're like, okay, I'm interested in that. Like before I graduated from college, I used to just go on LinkedIn, look up the companies of places I wanted to work at, then I would look up people and be like, oh, what does a product manager do? You know, click that. Look at their work history, their education. So research is big. 2 is don't wait for anybody to give you the job. Just go do the thing you want to do on your own. So instead of waiting for Nike to come hire me, I just went to go work with my friends who also have similar interests, and we would just go make things because I knew it was going to help give me the skills to learn how to do it at a corporation or at a company. So basically, don't wait around for somebody to be like, validate what you know how to do. You know, if you have a certain skill set, you're like, I know how to do that. I'm not going to wait for somebody to give me a job to go do it. I'm just going to go do it. And then, I may not get paid for it. I might have to invest into it. But you're at least getting the experience. So that's number 2. Number 3, just kind of learn to have fun with it. It's obviously work sometimes cannot be fun. Looking for work is definitely not a pleasant experience. But I think if you try to envision how that's going to be, you know, how that opportunity is going to help you achieve personal goals of yours, it can help you stay motivated. So, you know, try to just keep that top of mind.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. Great question. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, y'all? My name is Nate. We're here at this amazing career fair. We got some amazing people. We're talking about just what it takes to be successful in the future, things like internships and why you should try different things in order to see what you like and what you don't like. And yeah, just learning about a lot of things. These guys are in middle school, so they're starting early. It's important to start early, so by the time you're in high school, you're more educated, and by the time you're in college, you know even more. So, big thing. I'm really happy and proud of these guys for coming to this in middle school, and I'm sure they'll be very successful as long as they keep working hard, keep coming to events like this, and ask questions and be curious. At your age, even at my age, I ask a lot of questions. I'm learning from all these guys, so these are some young stars with a bright future.
When did you think this was like a career for you?
Yeah, I like it because growing up, I like sales. I used to sell like sneakers and stuff like that. I don't know if you like Jordans. I had all the Jordans, and then I used to go to sneaker conventions and I used to sell it. So selling to me is just having a conversation and, you know, just doing good business. You guys, we all buy stuff all the time. Sometimes you have a bad experience buying something, or sometimes you have a good experience. And when you have a good experience, you want to spend more money. You want to get taken care of. So I like, and I also like with sales, the more you sell, the more money you make. So I like to be motivated by myself to want to be successful. Sometimes in other jobs, no matter how hard you work, you're going to get paid the same regardless. But in sales, if you sell more than everybody, you're going to make more than everybody. So that's why I was motivated myself to do this as well.
A lot of these to get them shipped out to either people or soldiers or whatever you're supporting. So it changes, right? So I went from office to a manufacturing facility to a test site, which is like a racetrack, and then back to the office and then back to the plant.
How long did it take you to make that?
It depends how complex it is. So if you're designing something that's really complex, it may take you a year to just design it. If you're doing something really simple, you could take a few months. If it's super complex, like a drone, it may take 3 to 5 years because you have to make sure that all these components don't fail because, you know, you're having something with weapons on it, with a lot of expensive machinery on it. And so it just depends.
Hi, my name is Fisa Kirane. I work for DC government as a senior IT specialist. I'm here basically showing people what I do day to day and what I've done to get to my position. Primarily, I work in email messaging. So I work in Microsoft Teams, Microsoft Outlook. Microsoft Suite in general. I've been doing this for about 11 years. I work for the DC government, which means that I work for the mayor's office. We support the entire city, which is about 50,000 employees. My job is cool because I get to work from home and I get to work from the office. They pay me well and I get to learn continuously. So my job 5 years ago is not the same as it was today. My advice to the youth is try to figure out what you want to do while you're younger and build on that. Take classes, take courses, and eventually you'll figure out what you want to do and have a career you like. This event is very important because it shows kids the different opportunities they have and the different things they can do when they grow up. And it's good to see it in person versus, online or Instagram or whatever social media. So thank you guys. That's all I got.
This is one of the main organizers. Yeah. He does really great work. He also did EYMP for the youth. Yeah. How to Hizby, giving back to the community. A couple of different organizations. Yeah. But
are you here from DC?
I'm from DC originally. Yeah. And we're going bigger this year. Like Eritrean-Tech, we'll be doing Area Summit. This is our 3rd year back in DC. So y'all getting unreleased information, by the way. Okay, good. So we'll be back in DC. We'll go much bigger for the community. We'll have a lot of events, and we'll make sure to involve TOS as well.
Absolutely, the more collaboration, the better.
Definitely.
And then they do great work in Charlotte, North Carolina area.
Very cool.
Yep. I'm just here to support you guys.
That's right.
Appreciate it. Hopefully next time I'm gonna bring some of the kids.
Yeah, and then you can bring the Charlotte kids.
My son was sick, so the plan was to come together.
Okay.
He got sick, and
maybe we'll come to Charlotte.
Even better.
We gotta come to Charlotte.
We'll take it on the road.
Yeah.
Show on the road. Yeah. That's the intent, actually.
Yeah.
We want to do Charlotte, and we get other spaces, Minnesota, Dallas.
There's a great population in Charlotte as well. I feel like untapped Eritreans. Hopefully y'all are doing your thing in the community, and if not,
we have an Eritrean-Career school.
Good.
Yeah. Adult.
Yep. Okay.
So we have a lot of youth. We have like about 150 students.
Wow.
So
they don't need us. They don't need us.
Yeah, if you guys show up, then we're definitely gonna.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the DMV community is every day there's a new organization, right? And they're all building on top of each other. So I think we gotta involve Charlotte in the mix.
Absolutely. So what do we got here?
This
is your business consultant here. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Is this good or?
So, what is Noah's Prayer Foundation? If you could just explain that to us a little bit.
Noah's Prayer Foundation was started after my late brother. He had big dreams for the Eritrean community. He wanted to build everybody up, whether it be with IT certifications, cosmetology, different things that were outside of the traditional college path.
Yeah.
He also loved volunteering and being part of the community here, whether it be in this building or outside of it.
Yeah.
We're just continuing his legacy since he isn't here to actually do it himself. We're offering free headshots today where people can take their free professional headshots. And then our next event is going to be this coming May where we're offering free graduate photo shoots. 30-minute sessions. They can do it solo. They can do it with family. They can have an outfit change. They just have to sign up.
Yeah.
And then today's photos will be uploaded here. Other than that, we are just continuing to carry on his legacy.
I think it's beautiful. Yeah, thank you for bringing it to us because I know it's going to be a big opportunity for people to know about Noah and his dreams and the work that you guys are doing.
Exactly.
Is really wonderful. Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.